Okay, I'm here with Joe Emberton, Thunderbird member also, and he just came back from judging the World Cup. And Joe, how was your trip?
Very tiring, but
it
very
pretty long?
interesting.
Yeah,
3 months.
3 months it took. And how was their birds compared to our birds here in the States?
Their birds, all the birds overseas, work together much better than our birds here in the United States.
Why is that?
It's just the way they've selected them through the years. Their birds, they select birds that go when the team sets up, not just when they're going on the break. Over here, we're more enthused with watching that individual super fast pigeon, and that's what we put away. Over there, they don't care. They want it to be a good quality, decent pigeon, fast pigeon, but they don't look for the blazing speed. They want them to work together more than anything else.
Oh, I see.
And that's why they get the big scores. They get the triple 15s and the double 10s and on up, because their birds work together so much better than ours do.
So, what do we need to do to be?
We need to change the way we select our pigeons out of the air. Don't get so enthused with that one individual super fast pigeon, because a lot of times those ones that are doing that are doing it on their own. They're single rollers.
Right.
And if you breed those kind of pigeons, you get a lot more of those kind of pigeons. If you
Okay.
breed birds that only roll when the kit sets up, then all your birds will learn sooner or later. All your birds will go when the kit sets up.
Okay. Now, who won this year's?
Tiny Biker won it for the fourth time.
For the fourth time, and his score was?
2,525. It was unreal. I couldn't believe it. I refigured his score twice to make sure I didn't make any mistakes. But he is so far ahead of anybody else in the world on handling his pigeons, knowing what to look for.
Really? Wow, that's incredible. Okay.
And some of the other best pigeons I saw were in South Africa. The guy who came in third, he flies straight Mason pigeons.
What's his name?
His name is Sparks Axel. He came in third this year. He came in second last year.
That close.
He has straight Masons, and same thing. They're a different handling pigeon than we have here. They don't have as much chest on them, up front chest and in a real narrow wedge shape. Their wings seem like they're up a little bit forward. I showed some Masons to John Vandenbroek last night at my house, and he says it's like their wings are closer to the head than our pigeons.
Really?
Yeah,
But
they're
how
just,
does that make the roll?
they still have good quality roll.
They still have that kind of roll?
Very good.
Wow. And then who was second place?
Second place was the winner from the year before last, Kevin McKinney.
Wow.
His birds were just super active. He had 52 breaks.
Where's he from?
He's from Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
But those people all have ideal flying conditions too. It's always overcast, always cool, always a little bit of wind.
And how's the predators?
They don't have predators hardly at all.
So that's a big advantage
That's a
for
very
them.
big advantage for them.
I see. So they can fly older birds.
They fly.
5-6-year-old birds.
Tiny Biker flies every bird every year. He takes all of his stock birds when he separates them and puts them back into kits and flies them. He had 3 hens, and he flew an all-hen kit. He had 3 hens in that kit. One was 7 years old, 2 were 6 years old, that came out of the breeding loft 3.5 weeks before I got there.
Okay, so this trip here, where did it take you? What countries did it?
All the United States, Eastern and Western Canada, Northern and Southern Ireland, England, Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia, Slovenia, Holland, South Africa, Australia, and Hawaii.
Wow, that's a lot of places. Any dangerous places?
South Africa is not a place I would ever live.
No. It's just unstable.
Everybody, even in a regular housing tract, everybody has 7-foot high fences with electric fence.
Would you do this again, Judge? The World Cup? I know it's very taxing.
Not for at least 10 years.
Think about our methods of flying birds. Should we change the way we do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to make a lot of changes, especially in selection and how we select our birds.
Selection, feeding, and
Right.
watching the birds and the way
Pay
our kits are
more
designed.
attention to the pigeons. Tiny Biker said he can watch his pigeon when he feeds a little bit of grain and watch them. He can tell, he watches how they're eating, how fast they're eating, which ones are doing different things. And then he remembers that when they're flying. And then he said, okay, well, I saw how you were eating and I see what you're doing now. You're gone. I'll
Who's
make
the
sure.
number one in the States that you saw or that you judged?
In the United States,
Right.
it ended up being Walt Rosehill, the one who won the ball fly last year.
And how was his different from Heine Bikers?
Not near as active and not near as many big breaks.
But that's basically the way we fly birds.
Yeah, they're basic American type big breaks.
Right. And what was his score?
He had 799.
So nowhere near close to it.
Heine Biter had 25-25, and second place was the guy who won the World Cup year before last, and he had 1,600. Third place was the guy in South Africa, and he had 1191.
Okay. Well, that's it, guys. We got to do some changes with our birds.
That's right.
To be competitive worldwide. Well, thank you, Joe.
All righty.